I'd like to thank the administration of the school for giving me the opportunity to talk to everybody here. This is an incredibly big honor for me because I know that every second of your day is budgeted to be used wisely. And I wouldn't be using up your time unless I thought it was of critical importance for Am Yisrael. I came back, I went to Israel last Wednesday, and I came back yesterday. And I want to share two messages with you. The first message is very simple. We cried on October 7th, but I want everybody here to know that Am Yisrael is strong. We have mighty heroes. Mighty heroes now in Am Yisrael. Mighty heroes on the border. Mighty heroes in every city. Mighty heroes in every house who are standing strong for Am Yisrael. So I want everybody here to know that we are Giborim. We are represented by heroes in the land of Israel. But the second message that I want you to hear is something that relates to you personally, to each and every person in this room without any exceptions. And that is, when I was in Israel, I was on over 25 army bases. I met with families who lost people on the massacre. I met with people from the kibbutzim that were massacred. I met with wounded heroes. I saw something in my life I've never seen. I saw the greatest unity of Am Yisrael. I never have seen such unity. And I saw incredible selflessness, with the recognition that this is an existential time for the Jewish people. That this is a time, I don't want to scare anybody, but this is a time of do or die for Am Yisrael. But this is a time that Am Yisrael has to be strong. I saw tremendous selflessness. And I want to encourage everybody to recognize that this is a time where you need to look in the mirror, everybody in this room, and say, what am I doing today for Am Yisrael? I saw a man there, 70 years old, named Baruch Cohen. He saw motorcycles coming towards his kibbutz, and he didn't wait to be asked. He ran towards those motorcycles, neutralized those people, alerted his kibbutz, saved his entire kibbutz Magain. He lost his leg in the process. He had to be resuscitated twice. Nobody asked Baruch Cohen to do that. He understood Am Yisrael needed him, and he was selfless. I met Debbie Ziering, whose son Aryeh heard on the morning of October 7th that Am Yisrael needed him. And he immediately jumped up and ran, gave his life for Am Yisrael. He drove 2 hours, saved people's life before he was cut down. And I met with people who sat in these chairs where you're sitting. I met with people who understood that nobody needed to ask them to go and dig graves on Har Herzl for the people who were killed. Graduates of Berman who, when their friends, and I don't want to criticize anybody who left, but when their friends left the land, they refused to go. And they understand that they want to be part of Am Yisrael now. And I spoke with people, with girls who graduated Berman less than 3 years ago, who are now serving in the Shetach. They're not even on an army basis. They're so far on the front lines. Nobody asked these girls to serve. Nobody told them what to do. They understood because they were part of this school. And the school taught them every day what's the right way to act. So I want to say to you that years from now, your children, God willing, are going to say to you, Mommy, Daddy, what did I do? What did you do when Am Yisrael was going through this difficult time? And the answer cannot be, I watched another movie on Netflix. I watched another YouTube video. The answer has to be that I was a self-starter. I did my research. I stood up and I said, I'm going to do this for Am Yisrael. I'm not going to let a day go by where I don't try to give chizuk to Am Yisrael, whether it's reaching out to my friends, my relatives in Am Yisrael, whether it's starting a bake sale for charity for so many needs in Am Yisrael, whether it's standing outside with a sign saying, we support Israel. There's so much against Israel now in the world. Whether it is saying I'm going to start a Tehillim group for Am Yisrael, everybody here needs to figure out what you can do to recognize, and now is the time to be selfless for Am Yisrael, because the freedom of the Jewish people is not free. And that is what I came here to tell you, that Am Yisrael needs you, and you need Am Yisrael, and we need to be a part of this together. These are not normal times, so everybody here, please, even if you're not in Israel now, and even if you can't come up with something, we have to recognize that every second now is a responsibility. There are 1,440 minutes in the day. Every minute, every second is a responsibility. So if we're not in Israel now, every davening has to be done with extra intensity. Every time we open up a page of Torah to study, we have to do it twice as hard. This is a time of milchama. It's a time of war. And this is a responsibility for all of us in this room. So that's why I came here to tell you, Am Yisrael Chai, and Am Yisrael needs you desperately at this time. Am Yisrael Chai! Can I hear it? Am Yisrael Chai!
Am Yisrael Chai! Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai! Am Yisrael Chai!